Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be talking about Corgi's Bedford Carrymore machinery carrier and the Priestman Cub shovel. And you can see that both are in really nice and nice shape, with the paint not too badly damaged. All the parts are there. And what I'll do is I'll take the shovel off and we'll look at the truck separately. This is the Bedford Carrymore machinery carrier, and it is one of my favorite carriers because it's well intact, and surprisingly it has its mirrors, and it's one of the usual things that break off is the mirrors and you lose tires, but luckily they are intact, and the paint on the truck itself is very nice. So is the trailer part. And a nice little thing is that it has a removable rear axle part that you detach. You put it off to the side, and it gives you the nice little way of, let's bring the carrier back, or you say the shovel back, and you could drive it up onto the carrier along. You could do that along with a few other vehicles, and it has all of the parts. Now, as far as I know, the truck itself and the trailer don't separate. I've never really tried. The two tires up top are just spin. They don't really do much of anything to help. They're just there as extra tires, whatever it is, to show that you have, in case you have a pretend flat. Now for this, it's just a simple slide in, clicks into place, and your trailer and truck are ready to go. So as you can see, it's a nice little unit. I mean, you carry. They make this version also in green color for a tank. They call that a tank carrier or a military carrier. But that is Corgi's Bedford. See, it has a nice yellow interior, which kind of throws you off thinking that the glass might be yellow, but it's not. It's the interior is, the glass is clear, and it's in actually really nice shape. As with most toys of mine, I don't pay overly too much for them, so I don't think I paid that much for this one, and without a box, because it doesn't really interest me if there's a box or not, but some people it does, some people it doesn't. What I'll do is I'll take this away and we'll look at this Priestman Club shovel. So ladies and gentlemen, this one is the Priestman Club shovel. This one was released between 1963 and 1976. The reference photos I do have show that there is a driver in the cab. This one does not have it, and I've had this apart. I've had the base apart to see if somehow this was drilled out and the driver was missing, but it appears to me that it's a nice sealed unit, so I don't know if this one was an anomaly and didn't have a driver, or this was a later release that didn't come with a driver. That I couldn't say. But it has a nice little working features. I mean, it has riding treads that are, they're fairly stiff, but they do roll. So, but a nice little feature is the bucket, which has the nice little, or the scoop I should say, it has a nice little crank here. That what happens is, if you could see inside, see if I can get a bit closer to where you could see the gears, just right inside there, that when you turn, it lifts the shovel all the way. And what happens, I'll bring this out. Now what happens when you turn it, it lifts, of course, this, but it also operates the shovel part, where it looks like it dumps it. So when you go and you scoop, it closes, and it's because of this little plastic piece in there that's kind of formed, that when you bring it up, it opens it up to pretend like it's dumping. Now mine, of course, which happens with quite a lot of examples, is I've seen, other than if it came new, is the cord here is gone. It either breaks or it snaps, and it's not an issue to find cord, but it's an issue to find, there is at the bottom here I don't know if it's a ballast or a little plug, but, and I don't know exactly how it works inside because I don't have an example to see, but I think there may have been a spring in there for the string, because the string really doesn't do anything. It is just there. It doesn't help raise or it doesn't help lower. It is all done by the little gear inside and all this mechanism here. So what I've had to do, as you could see, is I used a hairpin. I've cut it down and twisted it so it fits in there snugly and out of the way. But what I've had to use is, as you can see, elastic cord. You can get them in several different colors and black, and as you can see, the elastic cord. So I've made it the tension all the way around and belong to where it has to go, so it gives that illusion that the string is there, and it will compress, it'll go into the body, of course, and it'll spring out, so it looks like something is there, and it gives it, you know, it's nice little tension, and it doesn't interfere with anything, so that's a good thing. So it will work properly, at least give the appearance of it being there. The elastic cord I got at a Michael's, which is a craft store in the States. I guess maybe you would have Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you have a Michael's in the US or anywhere else throughout Europe. You might have different names for it. Here in Canada we have Michael's, and they have, you know, this is for jewelry and stuff. You know, you make the bracelets that you could put around your wrists or whatever it is, and that's what that's for. Of course, you have in different colors, so if you ever get one that's in gray, you have gray, and of course different colors. And if you wanted, you could possibly get this the same color as the boom, or you can get, I think, a few different colors, maybe closer to the red, or see if you can find a yellow, what have you. I chose black because it's closer to what actually came with it. But this to me is actually a very nice model, and I was happy that I can get this to at least have the nice look, even though it might not have the actual parts that are in it. If you go online, and you could see the various the plug or whatever it is that goes underneath how it works. But I haven't seen too many of these intact in boxes or whatever, so I really don't know how well this is. But what I'll do is I'll put both of them together and we can take a closer look at them again together. As you can see, it really looks super nice and sharp when you put both of them together, and it looks like a fine piece of machinery. When you have them together. But ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider liking and sharing this video. Please leave me a comment, because I do like to read the comments when people do leave them, and I will try to answer back as soon as I can. And if you really like my content, please consider subscribing. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.